Welcome back to Second Bites with Sarah. I'm a sucker for a savory pastry. So today we're going to do a ham and Swiss take on a croissant, something you'd find at your local coffee shop. But we're gonna cheat and use puff pastry dough. Here are my cheating ham and Swiss croissants. Oven is preheating to 350, and to make 6 of these, we're just gonna need 1 sheet of thawed puff pastry dough. If you wanna take them to brunch, if you have a big crowd coming over, by all means, go ahead and make a dozen. I'm just gonna make 6 today. We will once again express gratitude for the humans that figured out puff pastry dough. It's the ultimate cheat. It makes everything seem bougie and beautiful, and hard work and time has gone into them, when in reality, these are really freaking easy. All right, 1 sheet of puff pastry dough is flattened. Then I'm going to cut this into skinny, long triangles. Puff pastry already has a nice line for me to follow, so we start there by cutting it into 3 panels. Go ahead and separate those, give yourself a little bit of space in between each one. Then you're going to cut these skinny long rectangles on the bias, corner to corner, just like this, so that you end up with triangles. Let go of perfectionism. These do not have to be uniform. They just have to resemble a triangle. I'm gonna go ahead and stack these over to the side just so I have a little bit of room to work. Over here, I have a couple yummy things happening. First of all, I have some aged Swiss cheese, as well as I have some ham, just lunch meat ham. I also have grainy coarse-ground mustard. Use whatever kind you want. I'm using this special funky mustard that my dear friend brought me in from Asheville, North Carolina. And this is called the Lusty Monk Original Sin Mustard. I've already tasted it. It's silly good, and I think it's gonna go super well with ham and Swiss. So find mustard of choice, get that ready to go. Most of your toppings need to happen on the high, thicker part of your pastry. It doesn't matter if they spill out a little because we're gonna put parchment down. But again, practice restraint. The more you put in there, the more is gonna have to ooze out. We're going to start with a dab of our mustard right here at the tippy top. You can go maybe about 1/3 of the way down to 1/2 of the way down, but I wouldn't go much further, and I'll show you why when we roll them up, okay? Then we're gonna take our Swiss cheese. I'm gonna fold her in half like that, and then I'm gonna take a thin piece of that Deli ham and put that right on top. We're gonna take the biggest, fattest part of the dough and roll it towards the skinny corner. And we want these pretty taut. Okay if the cheese oozes out a little. Boom, 1 is done. Once you get 1 done, they'll all start to go faster. And you'll get really good at guesstimating, roughly how much mustard you're putting on and how to pack those cheese and ham slices in there. But start our little assembly line, get them all rolled up. I think these are perfect for brunch. If you're having a gaggle of people over, great for the holidays too. You can make them ahead of time and throw them in the fridge and just bake them when you're ready, which is really nice. You can also swap out your ingredients. If you wanted to do some pesto in there and mozzarella instead. Vegetarian, just leave the meat out. Totally fine. Any cheese, any protein. Like I said, pesto, you could do horseradish cream and roast beef. Like there's just a lot of directions you could take this once you get down the basic concept. When you're at the coffee shop and you're perusing the pastries, and sometimes you can't tell which one's which, right? Hopefully they're labeled, or sometimes you have to ask. They look good, but you're like, what's in there, right? I think I'm okay with the Swiss and the ham kind of poking out on the ends because again, we eat with our eyes first. And so if we see a little corner of ham all crisped up, or we see some cheese oozing out, then we're gonna most likely be like, oh yeah, that one's savory. I like cheese, I'll take that one. Again, we eat with our eyes first, and I like to tell people with just the look of something what they're about to bite into. Keep all those senses involved, right? Visual and your taste buds. Definitely put parchment paper down, because if that mustard oozes out, if that cheese oozes out, it's gonna save your pan and make them easier to come off. Does everyone remember what an egg wash is? This is easy, guys. 1 egg with a splash of water in it. Mixy, mixy, mixy until they are incorporated. And then you brush them on things to make them that golden hue, a little bit of crust, and just really bring together the top of a pastry or anything baked, honestly. You can skip it. Let's say you're out of eggs or you're just like, oh, Sarah, it's okay, but it's better with it. Make an egg wash. Egg wash is done. Paint your lovely faux croissants. These aren't legit traditional croissants. We're cheating with puff pastry, but they're gonna be in the shape of a croissant. And they're gonna taste pretty stinking close to a croissant. Generous with your egg wash. Don't skim. Then, while your egg wash is nice and wet, you're going to take some everything bagel seasoning and give them a little love on top. If you don't have everything bagel seasoning, poppy seeds are fine. Some dried garlic would be fine. I've also seen avocado toast seasoning out there. That'd be fine too. Whatever you can find, friends. They're going in the oven at 350 until golden brown, poofed up, and it's gonna smell real stinking good in here. See in a little bit. Favorites. It smells so good in here. Now, I want you to take a close look at my pan. First of all, do as I say, not as I do. Guys, I overstuffed these. Now, they're gonna be delicious. They're gonna be totally fine. But as you can see, my cheese really oozed out a little bit more than I was planning. So I probably could have halved those slices. Honestly, I'm gonna kill these. I'm gonna smash these. I'm still happy with them, but that's a note for you. That's also another really helpful reason to use that parchment paper. I don't have to scrub my pan and get all those cheesy bits off now. I'm good to go. These are gorgeous. The way the sun is coming in on them right now is even better. The sun is helping show off these beautiful pastries we've got. So I do want them to cool. These are gonna be so hot. That's molten cheese, and I've learned my lesson there that I will burn the crap out of my tongue if I eat them right now. So I'm gonna let them sit just for 3 to 5 minutes, kind of solidify a little bit. And you guys can see too that they're probably 3, 4, 5 bites, which I think makes them great for brunch, as well as just to have on hand for when you're running out the door, right, with your coffee. Let's let them chill for a second, and then we're gonna eat one. I gave them a couple minutes to chill. They're still warm to the touch. While the cheese fell out on the sides, it is so good. It is so good. So let's give them that taste test. I eat these little burnt pieces of cheese off the side. Look how freaking cute they are. They smell awesome, still pretty warm to the touch, but for your sake, I will take a bite. Wow. Buttery, cheesy, just a little pop of onion and garlic from the everything bagel seasoning on top is perfect. The ham is juicy and kind of chewy. It is so satisfying in your mouth. 2 of these, a latte. I am a happy, happy girl. Give them a try, guys. They're freaking delicious. Going back in. Hey favorites, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Second Bites with Sarah.